Shout out sa lahat. Welcome back to our channel, Tambayan ng Pinoy Abroad. Hello, my friends. Shout out all over the world ang ating mga Pinoy friends sa iba't ibang bansa. Nandito na naman tayo ngayon. Gumawa tayo ng ating comments, opinion, discussion, and of course, information. So, sana makakatulong tayo sa ating mga kababayan nga sa ibang bansa. So, lalo na ngayon sa ating current event ng ating i-discuss. We're going to discuss our current event that is focusing here in the United States. It's about immigration again. So, this is going to be our third topic for about immigration. And may nagtatanong kasi na, paano nila malalaman kung ikaw ay nasa deportation or ikaw nasa deportation list? Parang ganon. Paano daw malalaman? So ngayon, yan ang tanong. So babasahin na lang natin. Tapos kayo nang bahalang mag-continue pagre-research sa karugtong or in-depth information. Yung talagang nandoon na lahat. Kasi ang aking job dito ay pagbibigay lang ng konting hint para kayo na ang magre-research. Para tayong nasa school, di ba? Punta tayo ng ilang oras lang, tapos i-discuss lang ito, tapos ngayon, ang professor nyo ang magsasabi, o research nyo yan, tapos yun ang project nyo. Parang ganon. So, tipong mga ganito lang talaga ang aking discussion dito sa ating channel. Yung maliit lang, within 10 to 15 or even 20 minutes only chatting for information. Tapos kayo nang bahalang magrugtong o kayo nang bahalang magre-research sa ating mga few topics, few information, yung highlights lang ang ating sasabihin dito, which is our highlights is immigration. Tapos yung question ay, how to check your deportation status in the United States? Yan ang question. How to check your deportation status in the United States? Well, you can do check your deportation status by use the automated case information system online. So it's all about doing the research. It's all about internet. So I believe everyone now has an internet and your cell phone has data. So you can just plug in your cell phone. Then you can get some information. So that one. And number 2, call the deportation hotline and there is provided number there. And number 3, request immigration record through the Freedom of Information Act. It's FOIA. Request immigration records through the Freedom of Information Act. Number 4, check the USCIS case status online page. So this is all about in the internet. Google. The biggest university in the world is Google, right? So, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, call the immigration court handling your case. Number 6, consult with an immigration attorney, which is also important. Yan ang number 1 mong gagawin sa parati kong nagbablog na kung hindi nyo talaga alam at hindi nyo alam pasikot-sikot, consult nyo sa immigration lawyer kasi sila yon ang nakakaalam talaga. Yun na nga. syempre may bayad, may service. So kung meron kayong pera, worth it naman siguro nga maggastos kayo, di ba? Tapos, and by phone. So, pwede niyong tawagan din. Meron naman kayong cellphone dyan. Tawagan niyo, saan kayo kukuha ng number? Google niyo ang number din sa immigration. Google niyo yan. Meron silang number provided doon. Call ICE. ICS. Call ICS or ICE, national phone number. They had a number provided also with an attorney. And consult with an immigration attorney to learn about your legal options. So that is really the very important thing that you can do, that consult your immigration lawyer. Kasi sila talaga yung nakakaalam, guys. Alam naman natin na ang dami-dami ding immigration lawyer. So how to find out the deportation? Yun na yun. Punta kayo sa Google. Punta na kayo sa Google. Ang Google nang bahala na mag-provide sa inyo. Tapos ngayon, kayo na lang din ang bahalang mag-research kung anong gagawin nyo, what is provided naman dyan. So, yun na nga, babalikan ko uli ha, kung pwede naman i-rewind nyo yung videos na to, pwede rin yung i-rewind. Pero ito na yun, balikan ko na lang, sasabihin ko na lang sa inyo, how to check your deportation status in the United States. So, you can check by, use the automotive case information system online, your automotive case information sa online. Or, tawag kayo sa deportation hotline, merong provided ni number dyan. Or, request kayo ng immigration records through the Freedom of Information, FOIA. Or, check the USCIS case status online page. Or, call the immigration court handling your case. So, yung sino yung meron ng case dyan, sino nang nakausap na ng lawyer before, tapos kung meron na kayong case, tapos gusto nyong i-follow up, tawagan nyo na lang yung court and ask your immigration case. And then, consult with an immigration attorney. So, ayan. Tapos, meron din silang number to Google nyo lang, guys, kasi may mga cellphone naman kayo. Yan ang sinasabi ko, lahat tayo may mga cellphone. So, Google nyo na lang. Kung meron kayong question, Google nyo, i-Google nyo. Tapos, kung makakuha na kayo ng information sa online, so doon na kayo tatawag, or kayo na mismo mag-check, by online, provided naman online, everything online. Kahit sa lawyer, pwede kayong kausap dyan sa online and by phone, everything like that. So, nandito lahat ngayon sa Google ang mga question nyo. Kumusta na nga pala kayo dyan? Kumusta na kayong, nakauwi na ba kayo sa Pinas? Yung nakauwi na sa Pinas, good. Pero ngayon naman, guys, marami na rin pinapadeport si President Trump. Lalo na yung mga Indian, ang dami nang ipa-deport niya. Tapos naman ngayon, meron naman din siyang binibigyan ng yung maliliit lang na mga kaso. Yung sinasabi natin dati na kung yung case mo ay, it's not that bad at all, like, not major, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, yung mga level lang na short lang yung mga nyo, pagka-illegal nyo dito. So, I think binibigyan ni President Trump ngayon ng parang siya, yung chances na pwedeng magstay dito. So, sana yung mga Pinoy dyan, sana mabigyan din kayo. Kasi nga, madali man lang kausapin si ang aming president dito. Mabait naman yun kahit ganyan yan, pero mabait yan. Nasabi ko yung mabait yan kasi iniisip naman din niya yung kapakanan. Which is true naman talaga, kahit kaninong country, saan na country, ang hirap pumunta doon. Pupunta ka sa ibang country, mahirapan ka talaga. Ang daming mga processing. Tapos maraming ding mga illegal doon or legal. So, hindi man lang sa United States eh. Yung ibang country nga, ang hirap-hirap nga kapasukin eh. Ang hirap-hirap nga mag-vacation ka lang doon eh. Ang hirap-hirap nga eh, yung ibang country. Yung ibang country man, easy-easy. Pero marami ding country ang hirap talaga. Mahirap talaga. At marami naman ding country nga, marami ding illegal. So, dito lang ngayon, binibigyan lang ng priority kasi nga ang dami na talaga. Ang dami-dami na talaga dito sa US. Kaya sana maintindihan niyo ang aming president dito kung bakit. Kasi sobra kadami na talaga ang illegal dito. Yun na nga yun, kung gaano kalaki ang cases nyo dito or yung circumstances nyo sa pagka-illegal, ay definitely yun ang mabigyan ng priority na ipa-deport agad-agad. At marami na talaga, as in ang dami nang napa-deport, first-timer deport, yung first trip doon, ginamit yung airplane, ang balita ko sa news, ang laki na nga ng gastos nila eh. So, yun yung mga talagang na sila, yung circumstances nila na as in big time. So, yun ang naunang na-deport. Siyempre, yun ang priority nga sa uli sa kanilang sariling bansa. Yun yung mga big shot circumstances. So, at kayo naman dyan, nga level 1 lang yung circumstances nyo ay maliit lang, small reason. So, yan, mahuli kayo. As in, mahuli na kayo. Or maybe, mabigyan kayo ng chance na makastay dito. Mabigyan kayo ng chance na makastay dito. So, huwag kayong mag-alala at huwag kayong matatakot. Kasi natural lang yan. Natural lang yan, guys. Lahat naman ng mga country eh. And it happened to be nga, nag-decide na ang aming bagong president dito kasi nga, sobra na kadami. At yung aming economy dito, nawawala na rin ang job. Supposed to be the United States of America is the land of opportunity and is a dreamland. Papaano na magiging dreamland kung ang dami-dami ng mga tao dito na hindi naman talagang US citizen or immigrant or legally staying here. Ang dami-dami na kasi. So ngayon na-focus na rin yan sa aming president. At hindi naman natin siya masisisi, di ba? Kasi, sino bang president sa buong mundo na tatanggapin yung mga illegal at ipastay sa kanilang bansa? Di ba? Wala naman siguro, di ba? Kaya iintindihin natin yan. So ngayon, kung kayo ay nasa line-up ng deportation at small cases man lang yan sa inyo, so huwag kayong ma-stress. Take another side na lang. Sabihin nyo na lang in another way, in the other hand, in the first hand, in the other hand, and kaya ka nagiging illegal kasi napabayaan mo yung paperworks mo. So, bali, intindihin mo rin yung sarili mo. I-analyze mo yung sarili mo kung bakit ka nalagay sa deportation. i-analyze mo rin yun. Sasabihin mo sa sarili mo na, ay, kasalanan ko naman to eh. So, wala akong sisisihin. Para hindi ka ma-stress. Kasi, according to the news, at nakikita ko naman talaga sa news, ang daming umiiyak, nagagalit, na-stress, ang daming sinasabi, nagmumura, ganon. Naintindihan ko yan, pero dapat naintindihan nyo ang sarili nyo rin kung bakit kayo nasa line-up ng deportation. Hindi naman yan kasalanan ng presidente. Hindi naman din yan kasalanan ng mga US citizen or national kasalanan nyo. Kaya, analyze nyo rin sarili nyo para maiwasan ang stress nyo mismo. Sabihin nyo na lang sa sarili mo na kasalanan mo kung bakit nandyan ka. Tanggapin mo na lang yan. At kung maliit man lang yung circumstances mo, magpipray ka na lang na sana mabigyan ka ng chance na aayusin ang paperworks mo at pwede ka nang magstay dito. At I believe na maraming ganyan guys na pwedeng maayos yung paperworks mo dito. At pwede ka nang hindi uuwi. Aayusin lang paperworks mo dito. Maraming cases na ganyan. Tapos marami ding cases na small circumstances lang na pwede kang babalik sa lugar nyo, sa pinanggalingan yung country, tapos you start the process. You start your processing paper. So which is probably you will stay there in your country maybe 1 year or 2. Then you start process your paper to come back here. So there is so many level of circumstances. So analyze na lang din yung sarili nyo para hindi kayo ma-stress. Ay nako. Kitang-kita ko every day, ang daming umiiyak, ang daming nalulungkot, ang daming nai-stress, ang daming galit na galit. Ang dami. Bakit? Bakit daw? Bakit na ganyan? At maraming sinisisi si ganito, sinisisi si ganyan. No. Huwag ganyan. Huwag kayong magsisisi ng ibang tao ng kasalanan nyo. Dapat sisihin mong sarili mo kung bakit ka nasa line ng deportation. Sisihin mo yung sarili mo. Ngayon, kung masisi mo yung sarili mo, maintindihan mong sarili mo. Once you understand yourself, and you will be happy. Happy means, hindi kayo mai-stress. At matanggap mo. Kasi tinatanggap mong kasalanan mo Sabihin mo sa sarili mo, ay kasalanan ko, bakit ako magagalit? Ay bakit ako mai-stress? Ay bakit ako magmumura? Nga kasalanan ko naman talaga ito. So ngayon, sana mabigyan ako ng chance na maka-stay dito, ayusin ko yung paperworks ko kasi hindi naman talaga masama ito. Nandito lang ako sa small reason na bakit ako ganyan. So, madali lang yan, magamot kumbaga yung issues mo. Madali yung magamot. Kasi, first, you understand yourself. Hindi mo naman yan, you cannot understand, you cannot blame everyone out there. And you cannot understand everyone out there. You, yourself, you understand yourself. Blame yourself. Once you blame yourself, you understand yourself why you blame yourself. You would say, why did I blame myself? Why did I do? Okay, I did this, I did that, so it is my fault. So ngayon, yung fault is your fault, you must accept it. And once you accepted your fault, then you will feel better. Hindi ka na magmumura, hindi ka na magagalit, wala ka ng ibang tao nga i-blame, wala. You'll be happy, and when you accepted that, you're good. You'll be smiling, going back to your country. And you'll say, I will wait. I will wait. And then, if Your cases is just very small and little. You've been doing good for a longer time while you stay in the US, then you have a chance to just be right back right away and just arrange your paperwork, do it again in the right way, then you will be back in no time. So yan lang guys, understanding is the key. Please do not cry. Please do not angry. Please don't get stressed out. Please iwasan nyo ang anxiety nyo. Hindi yan nakakatulong. Iwasan nyo ang pag-blame nyo sa ibang tao. Iwasan nyo ang pag-blame kay President Trump. Iwasan nyo yan. Because President Trump, he's just doing his job that he promised to all his people na America will be great again. So we will wait for it. Kasi hindi naman yan forever. Ilang taon lang ba ang president? 4 years? 4 years lang silang nakaupo sa being a president. So, it's not that much. It's not that much. Siguro no pagbalik nyo dito, hindi na si President Trump ang president. Kasi kung halimbawa, makauwi kayo tapos maghintay ka ng 5 years or maybe less than 10 years. So pagbalik nyo dito, hindi na si President Trump. Ganon. So wag kayong mag-blame or blame and blame. Blame it on the rain. That's the song, right? We have a song. Blame it on the rain. So, ganyan lang, guys. Ganyan lang. Pinapatawa ko lang kayo, but it is true. It is really true that if you think the first thing that you will analyze is yourself. Analyze yourself. Analyze yourself really, guys. At then you will understand why. And from then, if you understand yourself, then you don't blame anybody. And then, for that, you're not gonna be stressed. Hindi ka magkaroon ng anxiety. Hindi ka magagalit. Hindi ka magmumura. Wala. As in, clear. You're glowing. Kasi tanggap mo eh. Tanggap mo. Tanggap mo sa sarili ang nangyari sa'yo dahil it is your fault. Right? It is your fault. Yan ang sinasabi na marunong tayong tumanggap ng ating mistake para kabutihan. Para lang din yan sa kabutihan mo. You yourself, for your own betterness. Ganon lang yun. Kaya nga sinasabi, love yourself, diba? How could even you love yourself that when you make a mistake, you blame it to somebody else? You will never learn. How could you even learn if you think you make a mistake and then you blame it to somebody else? You'll never learn. So if you make a mistake, try to analyze. Think about it. Why did I made a mistake? What did I do? Analyze it, and you will see, oh yeah, it is my fault. So, okay, it is my fault. I will try my best. I'll do it better. Lahat na ganyan, mga feelings nyo, perception, opinion, complaint, is just all on you. Kaya kailangan kayong mag-analyze sa sarili nyo. You have to think and then analyze. After that, you will learn and you will accept. And then you will be happy. Yun yung sinasabi, love yourself first. How could you even love yourself if you don't even accept your mistake? You love yourself when you do accept your mistake because you know that you will not gonna do it again because you love yourself. How do you even taking care of yourself? By loving yourself. Right? So, what's that? What are you going to do? Don't make yourself stressed out. Don't make yourselves angry. Don't make yourselves cry, sad. No, that's not how you love yourself. Okay? So, ayan guys, kailangan matuto tayong mag-analyze. Matuto tayong mag-accept ng mistake. Matuto tayong magpapatawad. Yes, number 1. Kasi, we are not perfect. Who is perfect? No. No, we're not perfect. We are not. We're human. We are human. We are human means we're not perfect. One way or another, we will make a mistake. That's why you need to accept when you have a mistake. And then from then, start all over again, and you will say to yourself, I'll do it better next time. I'll do my best next time. Ganun, guys. Kaya ngayon, kayong nagbi-blame niyan, kayong nagagalit, biniblame nyo dito, marami kayong sinisira dyan, nagrarally kayo, kasi nga, hindi nyo naintindihan ang sarili nyo. You are so selfish by doing that. Okay? You are very selfish by doing that. Because from the beginning, you are illegal. And that is the truth. Kasi pag hindi, ay wala naman kayo sa pangalan dyan, di ba? Wala kayo sa pangalan ng deportation. So just, alam ko naman na pag mabait lang kayo, hindi kayo magiging rebellious, they treat you with respect. Of course. People who are handling your case will treat you with respect. Respect, respect, respect. They will care for you. So relax ka lang. Huwag kang magalit, huwag kang magwala, kumbaga, huwag kang magwala. Yan lang masasabi ko guys, ha? Kasi nakikita ko talaga sa mga news, alam niyo naman ako, mahilig talaga ako sa news, lalo na sa politics, kaso ayaw kong magsasalita ng mga politics as much as possible, ayaw kong magsasalita about that kasi hindi tayo matatapos niyan. So, yun, nakikita ko yan. Kaya, masasabi ko sa inyo na relax lang and mind you that kayo naman talaga ang may kasalanan. It is your fault from the beginning anyway. So you don't blame others and don't blame the president. He's just doing the job. Okay? And I will pray for you na you will be happy because I really do understood what is your situation now. Kaya nagsasabi nga ako, just analyze because they don't treat you bad. They will treat you with respect for as long as you guys behave. Just behave and accept that it is your fault. And then you have a peace of mind. You have a peace of mind. Ciao! And I'll see you again in my next video. And don't forget, this is Tambayan ng Pinoy Abroad. Abroad. Lahat sa buong mundo na mga Pinoy, this is our Tambayan channel. Ang parati kong binablog dito ay yung mga OFW. Mga sitwasyon nila. At least, nire-reactionan ko yung kay Rafi Tulfo. Kasi ang dami talaga dyan. As in reality, it's true. I can't even believe that it's happening. And it is happening. So, but ngayon, ang pinofocus ko ay itong immigration. Kasi nga, gusto ko rin makakatulong sa aking mga kababayan na nandito sa US nga nasa cases ng ganyan. Kahit hindi ko man kayo kilala, at least kung marinig nyo ang aking vlog, meron kayong naririnig na mga advice, unsolicited advice. This is my blog. This is my channel and this is my blog. And I will blog what I think it can help some people. Maybe you don't need help, but there is a lot of people out there that needs help. And they can hear what I'm talking here, and I can give them a little bit of information. And that's great if you guys need it. And if you don't, you can share that to somebody else that who needs information. Because ako lang guys, dati kung meron lang talagang nag-guide sa akin, bata pa kasi ako nandito eh. Siguro baka professional na ako ngayon. Siguro may mga university degree na ako ngayon. Wala kasi, kumbaga wala akong coach na nagpo-pursue sa akin nga mag-study kasi nag-study talaga ako dito. Pero yun na nga, yung pag sinabi ko, ay napapagod na ako, wala man lang nagpo-force sa akin, hey, continue, wala. You know what I mean? So kung meron ka talagang coach or yung guidance mo, yung best friend mo nga, they push you to do the best, to do things that it will make you better in the long run, in the future. That's great talaga guys. Kaya nga sinasabi nila na if you found a good friend, and if it's real friends, because real friends, she or he will tell you the thing that you don't want to hear, but she or he will tell you because they care for you. That is a real friend. The real friends, the true friends, will stay with you no matter what. And the real friends and the true friends will tell you to do this for you, for your own good. And if you are wrong, they will tell you also that you are wrong. So that's real friends. And I don't have that whatsoever. I do not have that real friends. I wish I do. So yes, I do have a lot of friends, thousands. But I do not have that I can call a really true friend. For better or for worse. Wala ako niyan. So if you guys, you have that, keep it. And taking care of your relationship. Love your relationship and treasure your relationship kasi ang hirap maghanap ng true, real friends. Alright guys? So, ayan, kaya itong aking mga explanation dito, real talk, it is true guys. It is real. This is life. It's real. So, ako naman hindi ako magsasabi na ano lang gawa-gawa. No, it's not. What I'm saying here, it's really did happening. And what I'm saying here, it is possible and it is true. It was happen or maybe it will happen, but it is possible. It's the reality of life living. Trust me, I'm old already. Been there, done that. I'm old already. I've been in the poor life. I had a good life. I had a poor life. And have a really high-class life also. All of that stuff. It just comes and go. Just like my friends comes and go. So it is life like that. So once you get old, of course you have a lot of life experience. And yeah, it is very nice na kung merong taong makikinig sa'yo, that's great, that is really great. But right now, since ang dami ng social media, marami na ngayong nagbibigay ng mga advice sa social media. And which is, you don't need to believe them 100% because what I said even before that you cannot believe in the social media or in the Google or the internet 100%. No, 100% it's not really true. It's not really true that you will believe them 100%. No, I advise you guys, no, don't believe 100%. You have to know what is right and what is wrong. You have to know that, oh yeah, she's telling the truth. Oh yeah, she's not telling the truth. You have to know. You don't be a believer in just like that. You need to think and analyze. And do not believe what you see in the internet because a lot of them, it might true and it might not true. And that's true. It might true and it might not true, and that is true. That is true means that's true. I'm telling you, that's true na. Merong totoo, meron ding hindi totoo. So, huwag kayong maniwala 100%. At yung mga sinasabi ko dito, I did not say that you have to believe me either. I'm just talking here to give you information a little bit. Just explaining, discussing, things like that. So stay connected in my channel, my friends, my subscribers. Thank you so much for connecting and stay connected. And we'll be here, and we will be here, and we will be here. I'm gonna make more videos, and video reaction. And when I have a chance, probably I will do live, and I'll say live stream also. So yeah, I'm gonna make a schedule if I do live, but for now I cannot do live at this point. Kinda busy, so I'll just vlog, talking vlog, real talk. I'm actually a real talker anyway. So welcome, and thank you so much, and stay connected in this channel, Tambayan ng Pinoy Abroad. And I do have also reels in the Facebook. They call it Chris Weber Reels Maker. So what I do there is just upload videos, but sometimes I do live also there, and I just don't do that at this point. So yeah, I'll see you next time in my video. I'll see you guys, and bye bye. Hopefully you can share this and enjoy yourself. Love yourself first, okay? Bye.